In this video, we're going to estimate the mean, median, and mode from a histogram. Unlike the last problem, our histogram is going to be skewed to the right instead of symmetric, or approximately symmetric. So a teacher gave his class of 37 students a pop quiz worth 10 points. The histogram below shows the distributions of the students' scores. So let's look at the horizontal axis are the quiz scores, and here is the frequency, the number of students who scored each corresponding quiz score. Okay. So notice for this one, very few people did well on this quiz. Most people did badly. So most of the values are between 0 and 3, or maybe 0 and 4. Okay. So when this is the case, I'm just going to draw a little sketch. We call this right skewed because there are few values to the right, whereas if this was symmetric, it would kind of end around here. Okay. Now when this is the case, we can still identify the mode pretty quickly. Okay. So the mode is the highest bar. Okay. So this is going to be our mode because there's 9 values here. So the mode is 2. Okay. And we're asked to estimate it, but hey, that's easy to do. Okay. So the mode is 2, or we estimate the mode to be 2. Now, remember what happens from the media lesson packet. When there are values skewed to the right, the median is dragged a little bit to the right, and the mean is dragged even more. Now, I don't know these exact values, and I could be wrong, but this is how we might write this. This is the mode. Okay. The median is a little bit further to the right. Okay. So maybe here, and the mean gets dragged even further. So we'll say maybe the mean's about here. Okay. And again, these are all approximations, and there are other values that you can choose. Okay. And the idea is you can think of this as, suppose this is the amounts of money people have. It's always easier to think about money. Okay. If these people had $0, $1, this person has $9 and $8, the mean is when you pool all their money together and give everybody an equal share. Okay, so these people who have $0 are going to definitely get more than 0 because this $9 is $8. These values will be shared, and they'll really drag the mean up. Okay, the median is just dragged a little because it's the middle of the ordered values. Okay, and since there's some values all the way over here, it'll be dragged up. So we'll estimate the median. Okay, and again, I could be totally wrong. We're just trying to get a feel for it, to be 2.5, and we'll estimate the mean to be 3. Okay, I don't think the mean is that high, but this kind of gives us an idea. Okay, and we know what they are in relation to each other. Median could be equal to the mode, but it also could be a little bit higher, and the median can be equal to the mean, but also a little bit lower. Now let's compute the actual values. So I am going to put, just like we did with the frequency table, okay, I'm going to label the frequency for all of these bars, and then we're going to find the products and sum them to find the total sum of scores. So here there's 4 zeros, 7 ones, 9 twos, 5 threes, 3 fours, 3 fives, 2 sixes, 2 sevens, 1 8, and 1 9. Okay. And I'm going to multiply along the way. Okay. 0 times 4 is 0. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. I think we lost a 1 here. That was from 3 times 5. Okay. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. And then we have 1 8 and 1 9. Okay. So now let's add these up on the calculator. So we don't need to include 0 because it's a sum. So 7 plus 18 plus 15 plus 12 plus 15 plus 12 plus 14 plus 8 plus 9. So the sum is 110. So the mean will be 110 divided by the total number of scores, which would be 37. That's given. If it wasn't given, we could add up all these frequencies. And when we divide by 7 and round to 2 decimal places, we will get 2.97. Okay. And that's pretty close to our mean value. We estimated the mean to be 3. Okay. I just adjusted the colors because I didn't like that they didn't match. So here the mean was 3. We have mean in blue. Here the actual mean is 2.97. Okay. Now let's look at the median. Now we're told that there's 37 students who took the quiz. So if we divide 37 by 2, we get 18.5. Okay? So it's not an even number or a whole number. We're getting this decimal value. So let's think about what this means because we haven't seen these in the video yet. Okay? So there's some middle value, okay, and if we have 18 on this side and 18 on this side, that would be 36, and the middle one would be the 19th value. Okay, so when you're going to find the median and you get a decimal, you round up. So we want the 19th value in this ordered list. So now let's sum these up so we can find which one is the 19th value. Okay, so the first 4 entries are 0. Okay, now if we add 4 and 7, we get 11. Okay, so the 5th through 11th values are 1. If we add 11 and 9, we get 20. So that means the 12th through 20th values are 2. Okay, now we wanted the 19th value. So the 19th value falls in this bar, and our median is 2. Oh, and I have the wrong color again. Let's make it green. Okay. So we estimated the median to be 2.5, and that would have happened if we had to average between a 2 and a 3. Okay, notice the 19th value is pretty close to the 20th value. It was closer to 3 than it was to 1. Okay, so we were a little bit off, but that's because we were estimating, and that's okay. And then again, for the mode, we already found it. It's the highest frequency, which corresponds to 2.